I'm telling you right now, that back there is not real.
If I showed you what I've already seen people do when the pineal gland is activated, you would understand why Hollywood tried to silence me. When this inner eye opens, a human being gains access to things most people believe are science fiction. Clairvoyance, telekinesis, manifestation through the power of the mind. And I know it sounds crazy, I know, but this isn't a movie. The CIA has been using this for decades. I saw things I should never have seen. I was in places I should never have been. And for 17 years I stayed silent. Parties at the Rothschild mansions in Waddesdon, solstice meetings with the Rockefellers at Bohemian Grove. I saw with my own eyes how 13 families control 8 billion people. Banks, media, governments, everything. And do you know what the objective is? Just one, to keep everyone blind, weak, and obedient. That's how they've stayed at the top for 300 years. And to make sure no one could activate this eye naturally. In 1958, the Rockefellers approved the Food Additives Amendment. They gave companies permission to put additives in the food of every American, saying it was to preserve food. But it was never about preservation. It was about calcifying the pineal gland of the entire population. They don't want superhumans. They don't want people with real abilities. They want us dumb, distracted, trapped inside the system they created. And let me ask you something. Do you really believe these people would still be in power if our pineal glands were functioning at 100%? Of course not. It's obvious. In 1954, the CIA received a mission from the Rockefeller family, find out whether a human being could develop spiritual abilities. And almost no one knows this, but 1 year later, in 1955, a silent race began. Germany, England, the United States, everyone chasing the same goal, activate the third eye and create real super soldiers. And it was a CIA agent who found the technique and delivered it to the most powerful family in the world. The mission was a silent success. And since then, they've kept it secret. Today, only 3% of Americans have their third eye activated. I shouldn't be saying this here, but there is a private video circulating online that only a few people can see, where a former CIA agent explains exactly how anyone can activate the pineal gland and open the third eye in 3 minutes. If you find that video, watch it until the end and learn.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is.
I don't exist. So they're all characters that I played, including Jim Carrey, including Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters. Jim Carrey was a less intentional character, because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character. I played the guy that was free from concern so that people who watched me would be free from concern.
I'm dead. I'm dead. My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Show him the VHS. Show him the VHS.
We know you so much. So much. Such a vision.
I don't exist, including Jim Carrey, including Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters. Jim Carrey was a less intentional character, because I thought I was just building something that people would like.
A few months ago, after knowing Eckhart Tolle for a while and studying the books, I woke up and I suddenly got it. I understood suddenly how thought was just an illusory thing. And how thought is responsible for, if not all, most of the suffering we experience. And then I suddenly felt like I was looking at these thoughts from another perspective. And I wondered, who is it that's aware that I'm thinking? And suddenly I was thrown into this expansive, amazing feeling of freedom from myself, from my problems. I saw that I was bigger than what I do. I was bigger than my body. I was everything and everyone. I was no longer a fragment of the universe. I was the universe. And ever since that day, I've been trying to get back there. It comes and it goes. It's like riding a wave. Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off. But at least I know where I want to go. And that I want to take as many people with me as I possibly can, because the feeling is amazing.
Well, I'm retiring. Yeah.
Really? Why?
It depends. It depends if, if the angels bring some sort of, script that's, written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see. I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break. Yeah.
Well, we need.
I really like my quiet life, and I really love putting paint on canvas, and I really love my spiritual life, and I feel like, and this is something you might never hear another celebrity say as long as time exists, I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough.
33 vertebrates in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus Christ. Substance that comes from your medulla, which looks like the Ark of the Covenant, has angel's wings around it, the whole thing. Trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is Christ coming down into human form. Yeah. And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice or this substance actually passes what's called the claustrum, which is where they got Santa Claus. So it goes down the chimney and back up the chimney.
Jim Carrey has changed beyond recognition, long hair and a completely new face. When the 64-year-old actor walked onto the stage at the César Awards in Paris, the room froze for a moment. Many people didn't immediately recognize the same comedian who had made the whole world laugh for decades. But the real surprise came later. While receiving an honorary award for his contribution to cinema, Carrey suddenly did something no one expected. In the middle of his speech, he turned to a woman sitting in the audience. "Thank you to my beloved partner, Min A. I love you." The words sounded so sincere that the entire hall instantly burst into applause. Until that moment, the actor had kept their relationship private for almost 4 years. Only a few people knew that an actress and artist from Los Angeles had been by his side all this time. They were first spotted together back in February 2022, but Carrey chose to stay silent about it. In the audience, his closest family supported him, his daughter Jane and his grandson Jackson. During his speech, Carrey also thanked his father, the man who taught him two of the most important things in life, how to love and how to laugh. After a long break, Carrey is now returning to films, and in classic Jim fashion, he joked from the stage, "To be honest, I just needed the money." Classic Jim. But the main question now is, what do you think about his new look?